My name is Franchelle Lee, and I serve with Special Youth Services as the director. Special Youth Services models the embrace of Christ through faith sharing, advocacy, and visitation in local detention centers around the Archdiocese. Most of our youth are between the ages of 10 and 17 and are both girls and boys. We're able to minister to these youth. We minister to about 3,500 kids a year. We're able to do this through our amazing volunteers. We also have the assistance of deacons, diaconate candidates, seminarians, and religious people, but of course our lay volunteers. We're staffed. We're very fortunate to be staffed, but again, most of our work is done through our volunteers. Our volunteers range from age 21 all the way until they don't want to anymore. We're very fortunate. Our volunteer base looks like our churches. They're made of all kinds of people from all facets of life, and they all have something to share with the youth. They mainly meet the kids by Bible study. That's our first initial contact. And through the Bible study, we're able to get to know the kids and walk with them. The interesting thing is a lot of people think we're going in to minister to kids, but they minister to us just as much. It's a real opportunity for us to be seed planters. We may not be able to solve their problems, but we can remind them of Christ's love for them and all the benefits that God has created them for, the gifts that they have. Sometimes that's part of it as well.
So my name is Joe Barber, and I'm currently a candidate for the Order of the Diaconate. And so as part of that, we get assigned to a social service ministry in the diocese. And so I got assigned to Special Youth Services. I'd never heard of the ministry before, and so didn't really know what I was getting into. But went to that first training and thought, well, this could be interesting. And sure enough, then I've started serving the youth in the detention centers in both Fort Bend County and Harris County, and just found it to be an incredibly rewarding experience. It's been an incredibly eye-opening experience. I've gotten to meet a lot of youth who are in some incredibly difficult circumstances that I never could have imagined that kids are going through, from their parental situation to their friend's situation, and the incredible difficulties they have in their general upbringing compared to the youth that I typically work with in youth ministry. These kids really have the deck stacked against them, and so it gave me a whole new appreciation of the many challenges that these kids are facing. And then to be able to work with these kids and to talk to them and to help provide some amount of spiritual guidance to them has just been an incredibly rewarding experience, as I've gotten to see some of them week after week and watch them grow and really expand in their faith life and see their prayer life really start to take root. It's been an incredibly rewarding experience, far beyond whatever I imagined. It's impossible for any parish to take on these ministries on their own, and so we really do need to pool resources together to be able to provide these services, and yet these are services that are essential. I know of lots of folks involved in the port ministry and the hospital ministry, and now through Special Youth Services and in the youth detention ministries, and those truly are things that require resources from around the entire diocese to be able to pull off, not only volunteers, but money and coordination and whatnot. And so contributing to the DSF to make those things a reality is absolutely essential. Without that, we would be really falling short as a church in living out our call to be disciples and living out our call to minister to those who are in most need around us. And so, yes, anybody that's considering getting involved, I highly encourage you to do it. And if you can't get physically involved, then I highly encourage you to support us with your donations to the DSF.
My name is Adam Garcia. I am a parishioner at St. Vincent de Paul in the Med Center, and I volunteer with Special Youth Services through their weekly Bible studies at the Harris County Juvenile Detention Center in downtown Houston. Sure, I think I can think of two ways that this has influenced me. One is, I think I'm always amazed at the ways that the Lord works. I think of Isaiah and this passage of like, my ways are above your ways, my thoughts above your thoughts. And it's so beautiful to see the providence of God and how He works in the lives of the youth that we work with. In this evangelization work, we often think of we're watering seeds or planting seeds of evangelization. And it's beautiful to be able to witness that sometimes, specifically in how some kids that we work with might be initially hesitant to talk to us a bit. And just over time, with consistently seeing them and meeting with them, to be able to get a consistent group that can come to these Bible studies, to talk about their faith, to hold each other accountable, to grow in their prayer life. It's really beautiful to witness. So that's the first way, is being able to see the way the Lord works. I think the second way is like through Scripture, because we do a lot of Bible studies. It's forced me to, or it's helped me to like think about how our Sunday readings really apply to these kids, because their situation is so unique and different, and so the way they experience the Lord is a bit different. So the DSF is super important for ministries like SYS, because a lot of our volunteers are volunteers and are helping out of their own time. The people to coordinate them or to train them are paid by the Archdiocese and supported by DSF. And you kind of need that to coordinate so many people in all of these different detention centers that we try to minister to. And the kids are really in need of evangelization, and it's really beautiful to see how open they can be to Christ in these moments of their life, and we're able to help be there for them, support them, and love them in these moments, in large part because of contributions to the DSF.